It's in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. Fires to the tight end. Fights off a defender. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can, but you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
With the catch, it's Stevens. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. Throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride. Can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They'll leave it with him. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Sets up the screen. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did getting that first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Mack. Makes the grab, it's right. At the 45 on his way. Running free. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Well, this offense is in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Kickoff unit all lined up and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go with a quick touch pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Stevens. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Red Wolves are marching down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Smashes it between the uprights. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mack. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
With the catch, it's right. At midfield, he's got room. A lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fresno State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Third down play from the gun. Working that left side now. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Red Wolves, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by just 2 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds the tight end. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Mack. He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good.
28, Arkansas State, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyons. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes the grab. It's Graham. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Mass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air. It's Mack. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's right. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Dead center perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Red Wolves will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
To the air, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Turning it on. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Hold it. Up it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen. As it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This offense has it with really good field position. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go with a direct snap.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle. That forces the negative play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. Up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got his man. Shakes off the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The throw. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down. Yard line, it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Fresno State right back to the line. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Mack. The short hands, it's right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Graham. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think on that 3rd and long, man, they said, forget the pass. Like, we're just going to run the option, and the quarterback makes the right read. He keeps it. And I think they were trying to cut down this 4th down and make it more manageable. So mission accomplished by this offense.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
Now the toss. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why
looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Black 33, mouse choice. 33.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to go up top. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red!
running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Arkansas State, 37.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quick timeout call. Defense stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He is good. Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Mack. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A pickup of 10 before he's out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Red Wolves are in the hurry up. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will.